Hello guys, once again welcome back to a new video. Today I am going to review this. This is the Honda Highness CB RS350. Honda offers three variants in CB350 lineup. One is the Deluxe, Deluxe Pro, and this is the RS one. There are total three variants. This is the most costliest variant. This costs 2,33,000 on road here in Hyderabad, and the base variant costs 2,24,000, which is the Deluxe, and Deluxe Pro costs 2,31,000. And now let's talk about the differences across all the variants. It gets with same amount of power and torque figure, same amount of mileage. All the technical specifications are same. In the Deluxe, it gets with only single tone color. There are total three colors available: red metallic, green metallic, star black. And the Deluxe Pro variant offers Bluetooth connectivity system, and it gets with a dual horn and dual tone colors, which are black and grey, blue and white, and black and silver. This is the RS variant. In the RS variant, it gets with dual tone colors, but the rear design language is different, and this doesn't support any Bluetooth connectivity, and it gets with a single horn. Personally, I liked this RS variant because of its paint scheme and sporty design. These are the keys of the motorcycle. It has this Honda branding on either sides. This is how it looks from front. In the front, it gets with a full LED headlamp. Let me turn on the ignition. This is the full LED headlamp, and these are the LED indicators. It gets with telescopic suspension in the front. It has this rubber like thing over here, and this is finished in metal. Tire guard hugger is metal. It has this offset kind of speedometer over here, and in the front the tire section is 190 by 19 inches. It gets with dual channel ABS. These are the tubeless tires with alloy wheels, and this is the side look. Overall ground clearance of the motorcycle is 168 mm, and wheelbase is 1441 mm. This is the dual tone color, which looks very premium, and Honda badging is over here. Fuel tank capacity is 15 liters. Fuel cap is finished in chrome, and it even has this hinge, so that won't be a problem. 15 liters of fuel tank capacity, which is a good thing. And here is the CB350 RS badging, which is finished in chrome with yellow background. Here is the foot peg, which is center set, and this is the brake, which has this tooth-like design. Honda badging with chrome surroundings around it. It looks very different from the side because of that sporty rear design and classy front design. Seat is soft enough. It's wide and long even, so two people won't be a problem. This is the grab rail, and this is how it looks when we are riding. Here is some space to tie luggage, I think. And this is the rear tail lamp, which is LED. This is the rear tire with the tire section of 150, 70, 17 inches. It gets with twin hydraulic rear suspension, and this is the rear look. It looks very sporty from the rear because of this tail lamp. Here is the Honda badging, and these are the LED indicators, which only have single LED, but it's bright enough, so that's not a problem. And here is the sari guard, which is well finished and well integrated as well. This is the twin hydraulic suspension, and it gets with a chain drive. It gets with both center and side stand. And this CB Highness is built on half duplex cradle chassis. Here is the CB350 badging on the other side as well. And now let's turn on the bike. While turning it on, it does a full swipe. Here is the high beam, low beam, engine check light, neutral, and ABS light. And it has digital speedometer. Here are two buttons to toggle through the instrument cluster. These are the two buttons. It shows trip A, trip B, time, and this is the fuel. And it even has this gear position indicator, which is a good thing. And clutch is very light on this motorcycle. This is the pass switch. And here we have horn. Horn is loud enough, and below that we have indicator button, and on the other side it has this hazard light button, and it has this kill switch which integrates ignition as well. And now let's get riding, guys. First of all, let's talk about the numbers. This bike weighs 179 kgs and it gets with a 348cc 4-stroke SI engine, which means a spark ignition engine, which produces 21.07 PS of max power at the rate 5500 rpm and 30 Newton meters of max torque at the rate 3000 rpm. First of all, let's talk about the seating position. Seat is scooped in and it has a good grip to it. Foot pegs are little bit rear set and handlebar position is same as the deluxe variant, so this is very comfortable even on the long rides. This and the deluxe feels exactly same while riding, and surprisingly this thing has traction control in it, but I think that's an overkill for 21 PS of motorcycle, but nevertheless, who don't like the features? It's very refined. In the lower RPMs you don't feel much of a vibrations, but in the higher RPMs it has a slight buzz in the handlebar and on the foot pegs, but by wearing gloves and shoes you won't even feel those. It gets with 5-speed gearbox and the gear ratios are very tall. 6-speed gearbox would have been good for highways. And the exhaust note is very bassy even in the ideals. It feels like a aftermarket exhaust. It does 0 to 60 kilometers in 4.77 seconds and 0 to 100 in 13.35 seconds. And now let's compare this with the Classic 350. This is little more expensive than the Classic 350, but this does justice to every single rupee. First, let's talk about the numbers. This gets 2 PS more power and 2 PS more torque, and in this RS the torque kicks in at 3000 rpm itself, but in the Classic 350 it kicks in at 4000 rpm. The new Classic 350 will be the correct competitor for this. I think the numbers will be similar to the Meteor, same as in the case of Classic. The torque kicks in late at 4000 rpm and the power is 20 PS. It kicks in at 6100 rpm, so this feels more powerful along all the rev bands. This weighs 179 kgs, but while riding it doesn't feel like a 179 kg bike. It's very light while riding, and the overall fit finish is very good. It's looking very premium. Let's take a U-turn from here. I'll click some good pictures over here. Exhaust note is very impressive and the traction control is off. While long pressing the set button you can turn on and turn off the traction control. If the traction control was on, it shows the signal above the high beam indicator, and the horn placement is upside down. Usually in all the bikes the horn will be below the indicator button, but it's different over here, similar to my MT-15, and it gets with slipper clutch is very light and this feels very light. The ride quality is very good and it's effortless to ride. That's not in the case of Classic 350. You have to put some efforts to filter through the city traffic, and this is fuel efficient as well. As for Honda, this returns the mileage of around 45.8 kilometers per liter, but in real life it gives somewhere around 35 to 40 for 350cc segment motorcycle. That is also a very good number. On this note, let's end this video with a conclusion. Is it worth buying the Honda CB Highness RS 350 or not? Yes, it's definitely worth. The main three things which I liked was the ride quality, sound and the power delivery. These three things were very impressive. So these were my thoughts about this RS. Hope you liked my efforts. If you did, like this video and subscribe to my channel. So see you soon. Bye.